Hi friends, David here from Learn Stage Lighting, and in this video we're going to take a look at this light right here. Boom! This is the Rose RGBW from Gamma LED Vision. And this fixture might be interesting to you if you have been thinking about Licos for a front wash, maybe you've been thinking about Fresnels, you're not sure what to get. This is a really good option that we've had a lot of people really love, because what you get in this fixture for the price is a really good quality light, really good color quality, full color mixing. It's pretty bright, it's got zoom, it has barn doors included free, and it really can take the space of a light that is not quite as soft as a Fresnel, but doesn't have the price point of a real Fresnel, and gives you the option to bring in that barn door and get a pretty hard edge similar to an ellipsoidal. So first, I always like to look at the physical first. Everybody does. What we're going to see here is we've got two pretty good knobs on the side, T-shaped, to give us some really good torque when we need to tighten it down. On the back, like a lot of Gamma fixtures, it's a 4-segment LCD display. And so if we do plug it in, you'll see here that power con in and through, first of all, 3-pin DMX, 3MX D pin, whatever that means. So you see, 4-segment display, and so you can set it up. It's calibrating right now, calibrating the zoom, and then it'll be ready to go. That's where you set your address, set your mode and stuff. You know, if you're using these in a production company every day, it's hard to say whether you'd want a better LCD. You might. If you always keep them in the same mode, then this LCD will work fine. Keep them on the same mode, they'll be great. If you have them in a permanent installation, we feel that the LCD is plenty good for what you need. So what you can see here, boom, 4-segment LCD. It does have a cover on it because I believe they technically have an IP version of this. And so the buttons have covers, as does this, in order to keep it waterproof, but it's not a waterproof fixture. It's just that they can get them in waterproof. That back part is waterproofed. But regardless, nice fixture, a little bit on the heavy side, more like a Fresnel. And the reason why is because all of this stuff along the side, all this metal right here, is the heat sink that's going to keep your LEDs cool. And so that means though it does have fans, the fan noise is really, really low. Let me go ahead and plug in DMX. And so, yeah, there's a fan, it's there. But if you're in a space where you're looking for a fixture like this size, it's a 200-watt LED with RGB and a warm white, then you're going to find that, in most spaces that a light this size is appropriate, this amount of fan noise is really reasonable. So let's go ahead and fire it up. I'm going to take it, I'm going to spread my yoke out. I'm going to point it at my wall over there so I can share it with you. Hot tip, because these have a little bit of weight to them, a little bit of oomph on the front end, I like to tighten it down first, then tip it over, tighten it the rest of the way, and then sometimes it just falls. And that is the one weak point of these is, I didn't tighten the other side. That's okay. We're happy with it. So let's go ahead. We'll open up the barn doors just by grabbing them, opening them up. Again, the barn doors are included free. That's not an additional cost like it is on a lot of other fixtures. And then let's go ahead and fire it up. So I'm just going to bring it up to full here. And you can see what we get when we bring it up to full is we get a pretty cool white. But let's tune that in a little bit. So now in color, we'll go ahead. So this is RGB white at full. I'm just going to go ahead and do just the white. So you can see here, we've got a warm white. I have measured it and done the spec sheet for them, and it's got a pretty good CRI number. Now, I don't remember it exactly, but it's really, I believe it's above 90, and for something that's full color mixing plus white at this cost, that's a great color quality score to be able to hit. Then let's go ahead and look at some colors, okay? So if I go ahead here, we can go to our color picker, go to red. So We're able to get a lot of nice colors out of this guy. I'm just going to lower the intensity so that, I think I'm in the wrong mode. All these things to enter. Awesome. So we'll go ahead and lower the intensity so we have a little bit better control of that. That looks good on camera. So now we'll go back to our color here. Show you guys that this guy's got good colors. Good saturated colors you can see here. They look a little better, a little smoother to the eye. We're seeing a little bit of speckling there that I do notice at the end of the zoom range, where you can kind of see that there's some little slightly darker, slightly lighter spots. Now let me adjust the zoom. That is one thing I've noticed with these lights is they're good. They're solid. They go from 5 to 60 degrees, which is super wide. But here, all the way wide at 60 degrees, you do get just a little bit of some funkiness. Whereas, so we adjusted the zoom a little. We hit not in the max range, and we're good there. So color-wise, a lot of great colors in this thing. Really does a nice job with colors. And then as you go to pastels, you can bring in that white, and it looks really good. We're really happy with the way it mixes colors, with the way that the colors, you're able to get nice warm whites, nice pastels, as well as deep saturated colors. Now let's take a look here. What I always like to show is, we'll just cool down the white a little bit, go kind of a almost daylight, match the video lighting here, slightly warmer. Let's take a look at these barn doors. So traditionally in a Fresnel, you start to bring in the barn door, and what you're going to see as you do that is you see a really soft edge, okay, with a Fresnel light, which sometimes is good, but sometimes is bad, right? Like, it's good when you want a really soft transition between lights, but it's bad if you've got a backdrop that you're trying not to wash with that particular light. And that's the case that the reason people use ellipsoidals a lot. Not that they need all the features an ellipsoidal has, because they do cost more than a fixture like this, but because they like that harder edge. And I would argue that this guy's got almost as hard of an edge as an ellipsoidal. You can see it across there. You know, it's really very nice there. Now, of course, I'm in the way of it, but you get a nice edge. I mean, it's really tight. And I think that a lot of our customers that have gotten these have been really happy with the edge that they get. The barn doors are a really great feature. The fact that they come included, and that they're not so hard to make an awkward transition between different zones on your stage. There's enough softness there that you still have an easy transition between two fixtures, two zones on stage, but it's also not soft enough that you're just throwing light everywhere and don't really have a lot of control. So like I said, zoom is 5 to 60. It's not a fast zooming, but it's an accurate zooming fixture. So you adjust that zoom, it moves slowly, it gets to its spot. Really great fixture if you're looking to do some great front light or side light on a stage, and you want something that's soft, you want something that's adjustable with some zoom, you want good color quality, but you want something that doesn't break the bank. This guy, the Rosé XT RGBW from Gamma, is a great option. It comes in black, as you see here. It comes in white too if you need that. So I definitely recommend checking it out. We've got it at Learn Stage Lighting Gear. We'd be happy to answer any questions you have on it. And as always, guys, you know, we want to help pair you with the best gear for your needs. And a lot of times we find you might have been looking at something like an ellipsoidal from one of the major brands or even Gamma that costs almost twice as much as this fixture. And maybe that's the right pick for you, and maybe it's not. But let's go down that journey. Let's go with you and give you a comparison, help you to understand what we would recommend for your situation. At the end of the day, if we sell you something like this fixture that costs less than what you were looking at, then we might make less on the sale. But that's okay. We're in this for the long haul, and we would love to be your lighting dealer forever, for as long as you need lighting. We'd love to serve your every need. We can do that. Head over to LearnStageLightingGear.com. You can go ahead and purchase, request a quote, fill out our contact form, whatever suits you best. We'll see you guys there. Thanks.